Loud and clear.
Alrighty, well, we're going to get right into questions here for Joey Logano. Let's kick things off with Eric Smith. Go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, Joe, this is your second playoffs with the crew chief change. Is your comfort level now with Paul the way it was with Todd before all these changes occurred?
Yeah, I think so. Paul and I have been able to work together the last few years now and be able to kind of grow in this COVID environment, which has been a lot more challenging, I think, than any of us expected when we made the crew chief change, without practice and, the limitations of seeing each other or not. All those are evolving day by day. But I do feel like our ability to connect at this point and have some history, from the notebook behind us and how to be better every week, I feel like has gained and grown a lot. So, I feel ready to go. I feel better this year than I did last year.
Thanks, Joey. Good luck this weekend.
Thanks.
All right, we're going to take our next one from Jack Johnson. Go ahead, Jack.
Yeah, Joey, when you entered the Cup Series, a lot of the simulation stuff was just starting to build. And I wonder with last year and kind of the popularity of iRacing, I wonder if team owners and the people that evaluate talent, if someone was coming up through the ranks and was obviously doing successful out on the dirt tracks and the short tracks, but if they were more a talented iRacer, would they get a look from a team owner as a potential to get a ride?
I don't think so. In my opinion, you got to be in a real race car. You can take things from simulation racing for sure. I think it can make you a better driver in certain ways, but I think, Cup racing is in a real race car and you have to be in the car at some point. Maybe William Byron would have something different to say, but at some point he had to perform in real life. And I think it's a different feel. It's a different environment, different emotions. You can imagine inside a real race car. So, I think there's definitely areas to gain and grow from that. But I also think, as a team looking to hire somebody, they're probably going to look more at what you do in the real race car.
All right, we're going to take our next one from Michael Shelton. Go ahead, Michael.
Well, thank you, Joey. Thank you, Joey. Obviously, you're not only racing with a new crew chief in this year's playoffs, but also now with a new spotter. 2 weeks ago, Penske made the move to assign Coleman Priestley as your new spotter. Just tell me about, the last couple of weeks working with him and how ready do you feel he is for the playoffs and the comfort level that you have with him?
Well, Paul and I were able to work together, last year as well. So we have some experience together there. And Coleman Presley and myself have been, the best of friends since we've been, kids racing against each other. So the connection we have there away from the racetrack and on the racetrack actually became, pretty seamless over the last couple of weeks, to where, I feel like we've been able to go over the races, go over restarts, go over, choose rules, all that stuff. And we went to probably two of the hardest racetracks to spot right off the bat, Michigan and Daytona. It's kind of getting thrown to the wolves there, but I feel like we were able to adapt fairly quickly. So that change, I think, is gone smooth and is going to make our team stronger.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, Joey, I'm going to read you a question from Rob with the podium finish. Given how intense and high stakes NASCAR racing can be, especially during the playoffs, how important has mental health optimization been for you?
Mental health optimization, is that what you said?
Yes.
Second. Yeah, I think that is the name of the game. All of us have talent. All of us are physically fit. The difference is how you mentally engage with yourself, your team, and how you handle the pressure that is the playoffs. And that's different for everyone. And you have to find your own way, right? And any advice I give or say doesn't mean it's the right way for you. It's just what I found that works for me. And the only way you kind of find that is put yourself in those positions, right? That's the best part about experience. That's what experience means, is that you've been put in the spots before and you know how to handle it. You've become stronger because of it. And that's what makes the playoffs so exciting, is that you either win or you become stronger. There's really no losing that's there. You know, as an individual and as a team, you're going to be stronger because you've gone through a high pressure moment.
All right, we're going to take our next question from Steve Richards. Go ahead, Steve.
Hey, Joey, with all your playoff experience, is there one or two rules to live by in the playoffs that will help you make your way through it and hopefully get to the Final Four?
I just said one there, but I think the other thing is just understanding that every point is going to matter. Every detail is going to matter. That those things, as you go through each race, 10 weeks is a long time. It's a long playoffs if you think about it. You're going to have to go through some serious adversity at some point. You're going to have to overcome something. And that just, it's part of it. I guess if you're ready for it and you have that mindset that that's going to happen and you can overcome that, those are probably the biggest things to have on your side.
Great. Thank you.
All right, we're going to take our next one from Kenneth Hawkins. Go ahead, Kenneth.
How you doing, Joey? Following your success at Bristol in the spring, how differently will it be to race on this track this time around where you're back on the concrete?
I just don't understand how they cleaned it up. There's dirt everywhere. It's incredible that they can do that. So I'm looking forward to seeing the track. And, you know, the concrete is what we're used to. You know, the dirt was a whole new game. So, you know, it'll be interesting to see kind of how they cleaned it up, but also how they have reapplied the PJ or whatever it's going to be, and what the effect of that's going to be. Because you're kind of resetting the racetrack quite a bit after they threw all that dirt on it. So we'll be interested to see how that plays out.
Thanks, Joey.
Yep.
Take our next one from Mitchell Brewer. Go ahead, Mitchell.
Joel, you come into the playoffs with 4 finishes of 20th or worse. How important is it just to have a solid day at Darlington to start your playoffs?
Well, I think it's pretty important. You know, you bring up a solid point. We've had a few races that have been pretty tough on the finishing side, but if you look at the race as they've gone, they've been races where we can run at a top 5 in every single one of them. So the confidence and what we can bring to the racetrack is up pretty high. I think the speed's there, our pit crew's there. I feel like I'm firing on all 8 as well. We just run into everything you possibly can imagine to lately. It's just the craziest things have happened, and it is what it is. That just happens sometimes. And so, yeah, Darlington would be great just to have a normal day, but a win would be even better, and that's still our goal.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right, Joey. Well, we know you've got to get to your next stopping point. So thank you for taking some time with us, and we wish you the best of luck in the playoffs.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one, guys.